One. And we're live. Woo! Yeah. Give it up.
Yep,
Give it up for being live.
we're finally live, and I know about it for the first time.
You know,
Yeah, no more welcome, guys.
No more welcome. What a way.
we just started
Zach,
out
go
again.
ahead. That's all right. All right, you can do the intro this time.
I always do the intro. All right.
Because you're just better at it.
Right you are, Tyler, and welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Two Idiots, Two Countries. The sign's still wrong on my podcast, but don't worry about it. It's all right. You never noticed it probably till now, anyways. So I'm here, sitting here next to me, Tyler. He's the guy on the left of the screen with the very nicely made bed there. And then on the right, you have Zach. That is the guy speaking right now. Nice, better dressed, and also, um, that's actually it. Yep.
More handsome, more mager.
Couldn't have said it better
I'm,
myself.
I'm 5'9", bro. There's no way I'm cooked.
Just got griefed by my phone. All right.
Damn. Look, man. Here's the thing. I'll give it to myself. I'm like 5'10", probably with shoes. But yeah, you're 6'3", Chad. So I think I just lose. So
Okay. Well, that's besides the point. Here we go.
what's the point?
Point is,
Oh, he's pulling up the questions. Oh yeah, let's get back into the spirit of the channel here. Originally, two idiots, two countries. Now, obviously, two idiots, one country. Because if you didn't see the last episode, I'm back in America. So we're back to the cheeseburgers and the I guess impatient people sometimes. But
yeah, the two countries is purely just a marketing thing now. It's actually all a lie.
I'll go back to Japan and I'll vlog it, and we'll continue the show. But
That's it.
obviously, yeah.
We can only continue the show then. No more.
Well, we'll keep it going. Yeah, we're gonna keep it going. I have a lot of fun doing this show. I know Zach does too. So
It's a great time to discuss some great topics.
yes, great topics, such as.
I know what you're talking about. I didn't make a list.
What?
Nah, just kidding. Yeah,
You
I
telling
did.
me I got okay? Whew.
I mean, I have
That's-
somewhat of a list. I mean, yeah, I don't know. I didn't write a script or anything. So,
Well, that's good.
so you,
What questions you got for me?
well, I heard you went to Japan recently.
I did. Yes.
How long you been there for?
Um,
This isn't one of my questions, actually.
47 days. Exactly.
Yeah. So, this is actually something I actually just thought about, like
Hmm.
right before the call, while I was playing Osu, like literally like mid circle, I was like, wait, this could be a good idea. So
What?
I was thinking about an Alex Hormozzi YouTube short,
Oh boy.
because he said, because there's like, I think it's like 5 or 6. It's one of the ways like to change your life, like if you just feel like stuck in life or something, like 5 ways like change your life, like, and this is and one of the 5 ways is to move cities, which you actually technically didn't do, I guess, but you did temporarily. You kind of did, and you basically lived there. So I would consider that actually you did move cities. So
Yeah.
um, I guess the question is, Tyler, is this true? And if so, um, what what benefits did you see from just from like just from like specifically changing locations one place to another and then coming back? It like give you, a new outlook, a better outlook on things? Like, what happened?
Um. Well, that's a good question. Well, I would say, firstly, yeah, it is true. Um, it definitely gave me a new outlook on things because when you, I would say when you're being productive, when you need to get work done, when you really need to like focus on what you're doing. I think the most important thing is the environment. Some people say it doesn't matter, but I totally disagree. I think if you're in the right environment at the right time, I think you have a way higher chance of succeeding. And being in Japan, being in the city that I was in Kyoto, it's a very quiet, very slow paced city. I don't think people realize that America is like by far the most fast paced country in the world. Whether that's just the people going 20 miles over the speed limit or, some dickhead honking at you because you don't cross the street in time. Um, but no, yeah, I mean, it's a lot more slow paced and it made me really think about things in terms of like being patient, just um, waiting for, I guess, um, well, I guess just a multitude of things, not like anything like in specific, like specifically, but I mean, yeah, it was a very quiet city, and I was able to focus a lot because, well, I lived by myself, which is also another thing that I've never done for a while. And yeah, when you're by
Oh yeah.
yourself in a very quiet environment, it's very easy to stay focused, and you also I did not really have another option, because of my banking situation. I just had to lock in on my work and read or just sit there and watch YouTube all day. And something also that I think is important to mention is me moving made me have this like back of my head kind of like guilt. That was kind of like, well, not guilt, but it was kind of like, I'm in this like place. I gotta work hard. I gotta do good. Um, because as people, as humans, we get very excited about new things. And when you get a fresh start, when
Not
you get
true.
something new.
A lot of people don't like new things.
Well, I mean, people like a fresh start. You know what I mean? That's why people wait to the end of the year to start going to the gym or go start doing something at the beginning of the month, at the beginning of the week. It just feels nice to have a fresh start. Um, so I would say, yeah, I would say those are probably like the main things. But it definitely made me a lot more patient. And I've been in America for about 2 weeks now, and I might be losing that patience. But it was an important time for me. Yeah.
Say you wait. You said patience.
Yeah, definitely.
Is that and that's because of like specifically the culture of Japan, like people there like taking their time and stuff. Is that what you mean? You're saying?
Yeah, no, for sure. When they're eating, when they're walking, and also, like, okay, I don't want to go on a tangent, but I actually do have a really funny story to tell.
All right, let's hear it quickly.
Uh,
Come on.
okay, all right, I'll go quick. Okay, so I had no money when I was in Japan. My last 3 days, I had absolutely no money, except I did have money. I lied. Okay, it's in this little wallet here thing. I have coins. I have lots of fucking coins. More coins than you've ever had. They're all in here. And since I had no money, I needed to eat, right? I had 3 days left. I didn't want to go on a fast or something. I didn't have water either. And so I start counting all my coins. You only have the 10 yen coins. And I have like 300 yen coins, which is about, yeah, 3,000 yen, which is that's like 3 or 4 really good meals. And I knew there's automatic like machines where I can go and just put them in the machine and it will just, I don't have to sit there in front of a real person and give them, 40, 500 coins. So I went to my favorite ramen place that I knew actually had like a terminal, like an electric thing or whatever that I could put the money in and do my order. But this is in the middle of the street. This is like in the middle of Kyoto. And so I I thought it was one of those like Japan has this thing where you can just dump all the coins in like a machine, it counts them all and like gives you the change.
Yeah.
But it did. This one was like an individual one. You have to go like one, two, three. So I sat in there for like 5 minutes. This is a really popular ramen spot, by the way. I stand there for like 5 minutes just putting the fucking coins in. And by the time I get to 440 yen after like 10 minutes, there's a huge line behind me. But that was like apparently the limit for the coins. And the bare minimum I needed to get something there was like 500 yen.
Oh
So
man.
I had to hit the return coin button, and I thought it was just gonna give me like, like change like four 100 yen coins, then like a 40. But no, it shoots back every single coin at me, and not all at once. It's like very slow. It's like one coin, one coin, one coin. So there's this
Oh
huge line behind
man.
me, and I'm like scraping the fucking coins out of the tray, trying to like rush them in my bag. And so that didn't work. So I couldn't get the food, and also I dropped like 20 coins because I was like so nervous. I was like scraping the coins aggressively out of the tray. But so I needed to eat. So, and I had two options. I could get like three Pepsis or three Cokes or whatever from a vending machine and just end my embarrassment forever. But that's unhealthy. I want to be less unhealthy, I guess is the word I would use there. So I go to Family Mart, which is like a convenience store in Japan, and I asked the guy, I'm like, hey, do you speak English? Ego de sumimasen, and he's like, yeah, I do. Cool, awesome. So I get the coins, I give him the coins, and he's like, how many do you have? I'm like, oh, I have a few, and I just start literally scooping like hundreds of coins out of, out of my
Oh
wallet.
man.
And I put like 2 scoops. He's like, wow, that's a lot. I'm like, yeah, I got more. So I keep going. And he starts like busting whoa. He starts like bursting out laughing because I'm putting so many coins in. And after like 10 minutes, he counts all the coins and he gave me the 1,000 yen bill. And I got food. So,
Wow, that sounds
sorry.
incredibly stressful for to get food. Oh my
It was.
gosh.
I was sprinting around Kyoto.
Jeez, man. Yeah, make sure you call your bank before you leave the country, guys. Otherwise, you will
Hey,
become an enemy.
I'm unbanned from banking now, though, guys. I'm allowed to have a bank account.
That's great.
I got all my bank accounts back and my PayPal.
Okay, okay. Um,
But yeah, that was fun.
it sounds like it. That's good. Well, I guess specifically, when you think back to you before Japan, what are the things that you changed? You think? What do you think changed specifically between you then and right now? Pre versus post Japan, Tyler. Like,
What? Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
one thing I was thinking about was the idea of being on a being like just on a program in your head, just like reliving the same day, like being stuck in a cycle, like just doing the same thing, not really thinking about it, and then you're kind of not present in the moment,
Right.
and things can just get very repetitive, and that's just no good
Yeah.
because you're not really living. You're just kind of like you're just kind of on autopilot.
Right.
And well, I'm not saying that this happened to you specifically, but
I was about
this
like, damn,
is
bro's cooking me.
no. This is something though that I've heard that happens a lot to people who are just stuck in a rut, just like man, like they just feel trapped. Like that's like this is just and they're just miserable and they're just like, oh man, like every day is just this is just this just
Same,
sucks.
same shit.
Literally, and you do everything the same, nothing changes, there's no spice, it's just that's it.
Spice, huh? Same shit,
um
different toilet. Yeah.
but yeah, anything like that. That's a very
Well,
specific example,
yeah. Well, no,
but
I like. That's a good question. Pre versus post. I would say the number one thing that Japan like really like instilled in me was that I guess just organize. I know like my room was a mess, whatever, but no, but seriously, like cleanliness, organization.
Oh no, you've been
Like
way
big
better about
things.
cleanliness for sure though. Yeah, with the kitchen, you can easily tell you definitely shaped up with that. You got it, dude. You got in that habit. You got it good. Like
Yeah, well, you
that's
know
great.
why? I lived with a bunch of people who were really good at cleaning dishes. I know that's like it's not like a competitive sport, obviously, or anything,
Ranked cleaning.
but no, but for real, they were like they always clean their dishes right after they ate, and they put it away right away. And that's something I never did because I used to be very lazy with the dishes. Um, so I always now, yeah, now I always after I'm done with any food at all, I clean it right away,
You just have
and
that
I put
habit.
it. Yeah, no, it's just it's automatic now. I don't even think
Automatic.
about it. Like not cleaning the dishes is not even like an option. Now since I've been home, I've been on my housewife arc, and I've been cleaning up the house.
I can't believe you call it
Every,
that. Oh my god. Could just
every
say
like fifth.
cleaning arc.
Well, I feel like the housewife now. I mean, honestly, I just be like, I be cleaning. I be cleaning. Uh, so yeah, just cleanliness overall. And I would say another pre versus post Japan thing for me is health. Yeah, it's health and food. Um, just watching the way that like people made food there and the practices and the way that the food that I ate over there made me feel. Yeah, it really changed my perspective when I came home because I was like, I don't want to eat this shit anymore. I don't want to eat, you know, ultra processed, shipped from another country, microwave, whatever. I want to eat something fresh and something cooked locally or grown locally. And I want to know where my food's coming from. I want to know what's in it. I want complete transparency and I want to feel good because Japan made me feel really good. I was very energetic and I have a lot of face fat still, but I lost a good amount of weight actually in Japan. So yeah, I would say cleanliness, health. Oh, I know I'm wearing like a jacket, but yeah, dressing nicely. Like dressing nicely was always like something that I kind of valued.
Kind
But
of didn't have a choice. You kind of only had nice
yeah,
clothes.
I only brought dress clothes. I don't know why. I was a complete fucking idiot for doing that.
So wait, did you have
Um,
did you have any like sweatpants or anything? Or, like it was just
Well, I had pajamas. Yeah, I bought my bear jammies, but I just had a suit, a tie. I had a couple of checkered shirts. I had a couple of plaid shirts. I had just some normal white dress shirts, and I had four pairs of dress pants. And I had three pairs of shoes, and two of them were dress shoes, and one of them was Air Forces. And so yeah, I did not pack to be comfortable, which I should have done. But I'm also glad that I did pack nice clothes because, dude, everyone there is dressed so nicely. Like you just feel like a loser if you're not dressed nicely in Japan, bro. You feel like a complete outsider. I mean, you kind of always feel like an outsider, but with the clothes, yeah, it's brutal.
I'm curious more about the environment aspect because you mentioned that also when you answered the first question. Because
Mm.
I'm curious how that differs also from when you were here pre-Japan. Like you said, because I know like Japan, it's quieter, it's slower, I guess. But I mean, yeah. What change? I mean, because you could have just. I mean, it's not that loud here. I mean, where we are in in our apartment, I
Well,
guess. Well, okay, yeah, maybe a little
I'm
bit.
not doing the 6'7" thing. I'm just saying, like,
I don't even know. I didn't even think that. But yeah, no. I'm just curious, like, what specifically. I guess it was just like little distraction,
yeah.
and
Well, oh, sorry. Go ahead. Sorry. Finish your question.
I guess almost like isolation.
Yeah. Well, to quote Alex Hormozy, because I mean, you talked about him earlier. I really like his stuff as well. Something he talks about, which I totally agree with, is a good way to be successful and to find success is to literally force yourself to have no other options. Like he literally says like he locks himself in a room with no windows and like he's
Yeah,
not
yeah,
allowed to
yeah.
leave because I mean that's literally it because you'll get so bored that like that's the only thing that you can do to like keep yourself entertained. It's either that or stare at a wall or something.
Yeah, it's kind of like when you're in
Um
school and you have like you're doing like a test or something, and you have literally it's just you, a desk, a pencil, and paper, and there's no phones or anything. There's just teachers like walking around like making sure proctors
yeah,
making sure you're doing you're not cheating or something. It's kind of like that except minus the proctor. It's like you have nothing to do except for this.
exactly. And another thing that really helped me in Japan with the environment like more directly is that the time zone. I was 14 hours ahead of you guys, so 80% of my day I couldn't talk to anyone, unless Freddie stays up till 4 in the morning. I couldn't really like message anyone or sorry, Fred, I didn't mean to cut. I didn't want you to catch a stray there. Um,
You're good.
but no, seriously, like I couldn't talk to anyone. I didn't have any friends in Japan, so it's not like I could hang out with anyone. All of my options were go explore, go travel, which, I like to do and everything. It's cool. But I'm sure most men can agree. We like to travel, we like to go around, but also, when it's done, it's done. You know what I'm saying? We don't want to go in, watch some TV, make something good to eat. Just have indoor time because indoor time is awesome. Outdoor time is also awesome. It's snowing right now. Well, it's not, but there's snow outside. Um, but yeah, no, I'm trying to think. Yeah, I would just say, yeah, it was isolation. I had no one to talk to, and I had nothing else to do. I had no responsibilities in Japan. Absolutely none. I could do whatever I wanted. I had the ultimate free will.
You really did.
Free will maxed. Could do actually anything.
Yeah, you could have done
Um,
anything.
gone anywhere, gone any part of the country. I could have flown. Flown? Is that a word?
Yeah.
Freddie, can you fact check that? I could have flew. Flown doesn't sound like. Is that a word?
Yep, it is.
Phone is a word.
Okay, I could have flown. Now that sounds even weird. Now that I keep saying it. Okay, I could have flown to
It's
South
a
Korea.
word.
Could have flew. There you go. Flew. I could have flew to South Korea if I wanted to. The plane ticket was only like $150. Um, but also something with free will is something so dangerous about true freedom. Because I had true freedom. You know what I mean? I had no job, no responsibilities, no one to tell me what to do. I could do whatever the fuck I wanted. Okay. And true freedom like that is actually really dangerous because it is because of the freedom that you have that you can use it as like a superpower
You can do
or
anything,
you could just
bad and or good.
ruin your life because
Right.
it's like I have so much free time. I can go watch movies. I can go um
Drugs.
drugs. I can do drugs. I can do
Gambling.
lots of drugs. There's no gambling in Japan.
Oh, I didn't know
I could
that.
do I could yeah, I tried to. I was very disappointed that it's not allowed. Well, they just don't have
Oh my.
casinos, I guess, too.
Oh my
But yeah,
god.
so I really had to think about it one night, and I was like, I could do anything I want. I better take this opportunity to make good decisions and prove to myself that I can be a responsible adult. I'm only 20 years old. Um, so
Okay,
yeah,
I like that. That's cool. That's really cool that you had that mindset switch. Like, yeah, I gotta prove that I am a
I gotta,
responsible adult. That's great, and you did.
yeah.
Well, I mean,
So
mostly, yeah, besides the financial struggle, but
financially, yeah. Well, half that wasn't even my fault though.
Hey, that shows
So
he was able to survive with the financial struggle too.
I
that's
know,
true. He
bro.
survived,
That's
and
another thing
not that
that
I was
Japan
worried about
got.
that anyways.
That's another thing that I got worried because North Korea like bombed like part of the waters near Japan or whatever. But no, yeah, that's something else that Japan like kind of taught me too. Is like I did not have a spoon or a fork for a fucking month, okay? So I had to learn how to use these damn chopsticks. And it took me so long to like get really good with it to the point where I could like start cooking with it and do whatever with it.
What's with Korea testing
Um
missiles near Japan? What?
yeah, I don't know. I woke up on Twitter one morning like, "Oh, off the coast of Hokkaido, something there was a bomb or whatever." And I was like, "Oop."
And all those
Yeah, I don't like
earthquakes
that.
too.
Yeah, I was in Kyoto though, so I wasn't too worried about the natural disasters. But yeah, like I was saying, it got me it got me used to eating like a little bit every day, like not eating a lot. Because I would go some days with just an onigiri. For those who don't know,
Oh,
onigiri is like a rice ball wrapped in seaweed.
you weren't like
Post
hungry?
production. No, honestly, I was. I was just working so much on my business and on school while I was there, so I didn't really. Because that's the thing, dude. Is when you're truly like locked in, when you're fucking in there, you're like zoned in. Like nothing else really matters. Like once you get into that state, like you're just so laser focused on what you're doing.
Yeah.
So I didn't really even think about it until like I wanted to go to bed. And I was like, all right, I'm kind of hungry now. I got to eat when I watch something, as we do. Uh, it just feels weird watching something without eating. So shout out to people who are watching this and eating right now. Comment what you're eating. I have to. I'm just kidding. But yeah, no, I would say that's probably yeah. That's my answer. Hope that was good enough, Chief.
Yeah, I think something that is important you can get out of this conversation is that it's important to change things up once in a while in order, and if you're like stuck in life or you don't know, or yeah, I think that's the main thing.
Yeah, we'll find something to get excited about.
Yeah.
Find something that truly excites you, and that you can do every day. Because look, no matter how much you love something, you're gonna have that day or those days where you just don't feel like doing that thing.
Right.
So you gotta get used to doing it when you want to do it and when you don't want to do it. And that's where true discipline comes in. Just like the gym, for some reason, all the influencers say that. They're like, anyone who says they like going to the gym is lying. I actually really found enjoyment in going to the gym. Like when I used to go. Well, I started going now again this year, but um, I don't know. I found great enjoyment in it, but some days, obviously, I didn't feel like going. I don't feel like going tonight, but I'm going to go after the show probably. And you just got to do it anyway. You got to knock it out. It doesn't matter. It's part of being an adult. It's part of being a responsible, uh, yeah, adult.
Doing things
So
regardless of your feelings.
exactly.
Yeah. I guess that's important. That's honestly though, I think that's pretty difficult. I think most people can't do that.
Yeah.
I don't think
Well,
there's
most people.
even adults.
We gotta think. The average person is disciplined, um, in something. It might be a bad. You can be disciplined in a bad thing.
And
Whether
drugs.
you've addiction to alcohol, porn.
Is that really discipline though? That's addiction.
Well, I mean, it's definitely a habit. You do it every day, regardless of how you feel, right? So I don't know. I mean, you might get me on the terminology there, but I think it's mostly the same thing. You just because look, habits are good, habits are bad. Some habits are just nothing though, because it really depends on who you're asking. Because a good habit can be a good habit to one person and a bad habit for another person, right? So some like fat ass who's eating five, well, I guess in this example, some like 280-pound guy who's eating, salad all day, or who's just like on a fast or drinking water. He's trying to lose weight. So that's a good habit for him, but I'm trying to gain weight. So I'm not trying to fast and do that. So that would be a bad habit for me if I weren't eating enough.
Right.
Um, so it has to be good within your like within your specific situation.
Yeah, I think something I didn't like
So
about discipline was that it felt like I didn't have control over my life. Like it was like because like I just have to do it. Like that's it. Like my life is just bound to this. Like I have no. I felt like I have no control. I felt like I had no control over my life. It was just like, yeah, like this is. I just have to do it. Like this is it. Like my life is not my own. It's just like a slave to this thing that I don't want to do. But it's funny. I actually got this answer from ChatGPT about this. That you have to like it's just like a mental switch. It's like you have to like just think about it as you can't think about it that way. It has to be like a choice that you make. Like nothing is really you're not really actually tied to anything unless you're in like really bad country. I don't know. But you have a choice in anything you do. There's
Right.
no you're not you have a choice in everything. You always have a choice usually. So yeah, that was just something personal for me. Like it just felt like a trap, but it's not. It's you did it. Like it's your own trap. Like you're. It's not really a trap.
right.
You know.
Well, no, and I totally agree. I would say also that the way I think that I think about it now is I see everything kind of as a trade because it is like in a certain way everything obviously you trade your time for everything. But
It's a good way.
with discipline, with like going to the gym, with even something as simple as making your bed, it really comes down to like you have to understand how valuable your time is and how little we have because it really is not a lot
It's
in
kind
the
of
grand
disturbing to
scheme
think
of
about.
things. So you're in my opinion is like the red pill or the blue pill. It's like, well, not within the context of the actual matrix, but you can either, you know, have fun for 10 to 15 years and get drunk, find a girlfriend, do whatever, hang around, not do much productive things, gamble. Well, I'm going to gamble anyway, but you have a lot of fun in the 15 years. And then what happens after the 15 years? Well, maybe if you get rich off gambling, you'll be fine. But if you don't, which most people who are watching, the average person is not going to do that. And then you're going to have to slave away until you're 75, 85, and then you can finally retire when robots are running the world. Or what you could do is have a shitty 5, 10 years of your life now, and then spend the rest of that time just being sorry, I was about to say a bad word. Being just locked in.
Yeah.
You can spend the rest of the time just enjoying your life and living instead of suffering. Have your fun later. Lock in now, get a good career, invest. Okay, get some good, build something, build a business, do something productive, and then I know it sounds like I'm giving like some like finance class or something. No, but seriously. And then like once, that is paid off after a certain amount of time and you work hard, then you can have your fun, you know? Have your
What
fun when you're at the top.
fun? What is that? What is that specifically classified as? Fun.
Well, it depends on the person, Zach. We had a lot of fun today, playing out in the snow. We're 20-year-olds.
Hell yeah.
Dude, I don't know. I can't understand people who are just like, oh, that's for kids. Like I can't do that. And so what if it is for kids? Kids have fun. Kids have more fun than any of us. Kids have imagination. They have creativity. Not saying adults don't, but a lot of adults lose their imagination. They lose their creativity. Like kids look at things, they get inspired, and they want to do things, and they're interested in the world, and they're curious. And
Yeah, I think
yeah,
that's a
there's
lot of the
nothing
reason why adults suffer 100%. They just lose, they get they get stuck in a job that they don't like. And then because they do it for the money. I feel like I'm predicting my own future right now because right now I'm in a job I don't like. I'm doing it for the money. I don't want to be there anymore. But it's like, yeah, doing it for the money and then you don't like it, but
you
like
have to.
it's
Yeah,
good money, so like you don't want to leave. And then like you're just like
right,
but it's like it depends on the job too because if it's just I guess it doesn't. Like if you do anything for a long time like that, it's just like a repetitive job. Like you just lose a part of yourself. That
for sure.
that sounds terrible. I'm not gonna lie. That sounds terrible. I wouldn't wish that on anyone. So
Yeah, no, seriously, it is.
and then you just
It's
become
trivial, man.
bitter and old, and just like man.
Right.
Then you just and then regrets about I don't know, just doing something that you wanted to obviously, and then it didn't work out, and just thinking oh it's too late or I tried my hand at it, well, now I gotta be a slave or something. I don't know, whatever they're thinking. But that sucks, man. That absolutely sucks.
Yeah,
But it's like the
and
normal. It's like normal. Like everyone, because they're thinking like they're complacent about it because it's like, oh, everyone else is doing it.
right.
Like that's
And
definitely
another
like the
thing,
majority, or maybe not. I don't know.
well, no, I mean, it certainly is. What people don't realize is obviously, success is different for everyone, right? But financial success isn't exactly, or well, success in anything. It's not just like people think it's like, maybe go up and, like you start a little low and then, you find your way, you shoot up, and then there you go, you're rich now. But it's really
No.
not like that. You start out like really low, and then maybe you'll go up high. Maybe you might even go higher, maybe even go up here, and then you come all the way down. But the difference
Well, I think
is
there's.
whether or not you succeed. Sorry, just let me finish this 1 second. Whether or not you succeed is totally dependent on. There's two people, right? There's the people. Both people, person one and two, both get right here, and the crash happens for both people. The difference is in the people who are gonna succeed, the people who are not gonna succeed, is the people who keep going at it, even though they just lost everything, and it seems like no hope, nothing can be resolved from it.
I think this is important to mention too that you're more specifically talking about higher risk, higher reward things that like maybe that you're interested in because this is like not a typical path of someone who's taking a normal like salary job or something unless you like have a terrible like gambling habit or something and you like go all in on go put it all in red or something like because typically people because typically the structure is for safe and secure go you
Right.
steadily build up your 401k your Roth IRA and you steadily increase your wealth. But the type you're talking about is more of a high risk, high reward situation, which I mean, yeah, why not, right? I think that's the way to do it. But yeah, it's
Well, not everyone can do it.
I mean, yeah, no, yeah, most people don't. That's most people. That's the least. That's the path with the most resistance, you could say. So
Yeah,
yeah,
but
it's not a common path.
apparently apparently now though, even with the degrees, I don't know if you will get a guarantee, but it does guarantee you. Well, it doesn't guarantee you anything technically, but it does give you a higher likelihood of finding something, I suppose. But something I do actually like about a degree, and something I do actually like about college, is if you want to build something, get rich. Obviously, I'm broke. I'm in no position to give any financial advice. But from what I've accumulated over the years, and I can't, and I haven't done this yet. But
But we have had
if you
mentors that have
exactly, yeah.
so
If if you want to start a business and do something, you have to get really good at just something. Like it doesn't matter what. You could be good at folding, making beds. You be really good at making beds and matching the colors and contrasting them, posting on social media. Like just get really good at something. You know, spend a year, spend 2 years, just work on that one thing nonstop. Get really good at it, and then what you've done for yourself is you've created value. You can now bring value to someone else.
Yeah, I think there's a
Because
lot
that's
of.
really. Oh,
Sorry,
sorry.
sorry. Go ahead. Go ahead. No. You.
Okay. Because that's really what people are looking for. You know, people want handouts here and there, but you really have to provide value for the person that you like. Let's say editing, because it's a very easy example. If you spend a lot of time getting really good at editing and you're better at editing than most people, that means that people are more likely to pay you a higher rate to do the same exact job, and just because you're really good at it. Um, it's the same thing with like pilots or any other job where it's competitive. You just get really good at that one thing. You've created value in yourself now, and that's also an important skill set that cannot be taken away from you. And you could do anything with that. You can go any different branch that you want with that skill set. So in editing, especially, editing is very. You can do anything with editing, literally anything.
Yeah, it seems like when you. Yeah, it seems like you really should just like prioritize learning skills over, any sort of career development. Because I mean, yeah, the job can be taken away, but the skills can't. Right? That's the idea.
Yeah. Well, that's what I like about college too. Is even if like you do, let's say you do 5 years economics, you can't get a job. You still have, and like I said, this is what I like about college. You still have like the knowledge if you were paying attention. You still have the knowledge and the skill sets of an economist. The correct, um, I guess qualifications, and yeah, you could do anything with that.
There's
Anything
worse
that you want.
investments. At the very college is kind of a scam, but at the very least, you get something out of it. At least you're investing in yourself. That at least that's good. There's people have made worse investments. People have put that kind of money on gambling or something or anything else. I don't know, drugs. So
Yes.
I could think of worse things to invest in. Not that I necessarily endorse college, even though I did go to college, but that depends.
I
That's another
think
conversation.
I think college is mostly good. Um, people say, you can't afford it. You're gonna get into student debt loans. Like, I get it.
I mean, hell yeah, that's the American dream right there.
I know this is a polarizing topic because I'm in the call of two people one person who is going to college and one person who went to college, and I've never been to college at all. Well, if my new job finds this, I'm cooked.
Oh my god.
But yeah, I never went to college. But no, I think college is mostly good. I think there are some degrees that are going to phase out over time. Obviously, there are going to be some that are going to be around for a very long time. And
That's not all
but
bad.
at the end of the what?
I just said it's not all bad. That's all I said.
Oh yeah, and yeah, and we need some of these degrees. Like we need some of these people. We need doctors. We need surgeons. We need engineers. We need people for. Sorry, I thought I just saw Mars now. Yeah, we need these people to help run society until we all get replaced by robots, obviously one day. But something we also need too is chefs. I know that sounds like kind of a stupid thing to say, but it's
No.
true. Okay, like we need really good chefs, and chefs train with other chefs. Um, until it becomes Detroit become human and we're all useless. But um, I mean, yeah, we talked about this last time, I know, but there's a lot of jobs that are going to take a long time for AI to replace, like a very long time, like sales, for example. So
Yeah.
pick your career wisely. Don't listen to them. Don't do something just because you like it. Okay, if you like teaching, then be a teacher. But just know that you're probably going to get replaced by a robot in 20 years.
Yeah.
That's just the reality. You might hate selling cars, but That might be the only thing that's available soon. So I don't know.
I think a good message from this conversation is, although that I would like to emphasize is to take a chance on yourself, right? I think that's a good one. Like, it's like if you want to, like, yeah, do that business or something, or build whatever. The idea is to take a chance on yourself, because why the hell not? Like, just gonna play it safe forever, man? What?
Gotta take risk, man. Put it all on black. No, seriously though, take risk.
I mean, you don't really have
But
to take that much risk. I mean, most people who have businesses also keep their job. So honestly, yeah. If they actually did want to build a business, um,
right.
you don't really have to take that much risk. I mean, unless you want to. I mean, I don't know.
Zach, did you have any other Japan questions? Because I was gonna say something about it.
No, no, not really. I mean, I was just kind of like trying to get into like your mentality, like change, like before and after Japan. Really, that was like my main objective.
Oh, okay. Did 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 I provide sufficient answers?
Oh
I hope
yeah,
so. Um,
definitely did. Yeah,
Zach, what do you? This is kind of like super off topic, but I wanted to talk about it with you on the show. We talked about this a little bit before. Zach, what
yeah.
do you think has been going on with social media and our generation, and how do you think it's like negatively affected our generation, and how do you think it's like positively affected our generation? And do you think, sorry, I know it's kind of a loaded question. Do you think it's leaning, one way more than the other, like more positive, more negative, or what do you think about that? What do you think about social media nowadays? Because I know you don't use it that much in comparison to like me
I
or
mean, actually, I do probably a good amount. Well, not specifically
okay.
sharing like my own stuff, but I do scroll and watch
Yeah,
reels
no.
and YouTube shorts. Both of them pretty pretty regularly, I would say. I
Right.
mean, I don't know. I can't speak for everyone here, but I mean, for me personally, it's probably had an overall negative impact on my life. I would say. I think overall negative. Actually, yes, I do. Like, not even. Yep, not even gonna beat around that. It definitely is more negative for me. That being said, though, it really depends on the person and what they want to use, what their intentions are, what they're trying to do. Because I mean, yeah, obviously, like short form content, that can't be good. That can't be good for the brain for long periods of time. Like people, like like the attention spans are just it's not going good. We might be cooked.
Cooked.
Not gonna lie,
Yeah.
but there's always a lot of positives too. Like, it depends on the person using social media, really. I mean, yeah, like, I mean, yeah, because I think probably not even social media necessarily, but probably COVID even was probably the main thing that really made that spiral downwards, because people were just inside more, got distracted. Check my phone, and all of a sudden you're on your phone for 4 hours scrolling. You're like, wait, huh? And then
Yeah, no, it's crazy.
and then
It
it's a
just goes
habit.
by. Right.
So
It's true. It is a habit.
yeah, like
Yeah,
anything.
I felt myself sometimes too, like, and this is kind of where I was going with the patience thing too. I also scroll reels, and yeah, I would agree with you. I would say it's also like a very negative thing. But yeah, I just find myself looking at reels now, like whenever, like I'll be literally pulling up Fortnite to go play Fortnite, and wow, what a sentence! I'm pulling up Fortnite to go play Fortnite. Ooh. Um, and
Nice.
while I'm waiting for the loading screen to go by, I literally pull up my phone to watch reels. And like, my brain can't focus on the screen for 30 seconds and just watch a loading screen. Bro, the
Which
Wii the Wii was prepping us, okay? The Wii was training us for this moment. When the Wii would have those like 2 minute long loading screens, like Super Mario, was getting us prepared for this, and we're not ready.
I mean,
It's bad.
it's not inherently bad to watch short form content, but obviously it's like a balance. But it also matters like why are you doing that? Like what is like why? Like you probably could be doing something better with your time. Like why don't you want to use your time better? What are you doing? Like there's something going on there. Not saying that like I definitely am in that category of yeah like wasting my time scrolling too like sometimes. So yeah, it's just like yeah, it's a question like why are you doing this? Like why? What's behind that? What's going on in your life that you have to you feel
Yeah.
like you need to like fill this void right now
The dope, the
impulsively.
dopamine. That's what it is. It's the dopamine. It's the little dopamine hits.
It's like, oh yeah, let me get that
Like
good scroll. Yeah,
no, for real, it's like that because the
let's get
body is
that good
like,
scroll real quick. Yeah.
and whenever you get hooked on that, your brain likes it. The dopamine rushes, and then whenever you try to do something like read a book or something that requires patience, your brain starts like freaking the fuck out. It's like, where's my dopamine? Where's my dopamine? I need it. Ah, where is it? And then sorry, that was a little bit dramatic, but you just don't know. Like your brain just starts freaking out. Um, I literally felt that too while I was in Japan because not gonna lie, dude, the first week I was in Japan was, or sorry, the second week I was in Japan was terrible, absolutely terrible, because because right, the red pill, the blue pill, like, well, it's not within the context of the movie, but one choice or the other, right? I have the option to go work out, eat healthy, do something productive, work my business, or I could just sit around all day, goon, watch movies, watch anime, do nothing. And I was really taking the blue pill. I was doing absolutely nothing. I was just sitting around all day watching YouTube. And whenever I wasn't like watching, I would watch YouTube for like 6 or 7 hours. Oh, I said it. No, I said it. I said it.
What?
No.
What did you say?
It's all right. I was watching YouTube for 7 or 8 hours, and I just feel like completely drained. And I went to go outside for a walk because I need to reset myself. And I just felt so like uneasy. I was just like, I need it. I need it. I need the YouTube. I need it now. And my brain just started freaking out.
Oh
And it was
wow.
a very uncomfortable feeling. So limit yourself, take the red pill, do things the right way. And yeah, Japan really helped me through that as I lived there because I was able to. Oh yeah, I did a little bit of soul searching. You know, I kind of had to look for myself a little bit. Um,
Yeah, I
so
mean,
yeah, it was.
you could have easily in Japan just to have done the same thing. You could have easily just spent countless hours scrolling or whatever.
Yeah, and it's I was talking about this with one of my friends, but we have the curse nowadays of convenience. It's a curse and a blessing, and it all ties back to convenience because we have everything right at the tip of our fingers. We can do anything with this device. You know, you used to have to go to a store to watch porn, get a fake ID. Now all I gotta do is go on Reddit. It's that simple.
It's that easy.
At the tip
You
of
can
my
do it
finger.
too.
No, we don't endorse that.
Yeah, that's a oh my
But
god. Someone's gonna pause this right now and say, um, what the hell did you guys just say?
but yeah, man, Japan, dude, Japan totally reset me, and I needed it so badly.
Oh really?
Because sometimes, yeah, I think sometimes, like you were saying, people don't understand how like, and you might not even know it yourself. Sometimes you are just like in a depressing cycle that you're doing every day, and you're not really like you're not happy, you're not excited. And I know it's kind of like it's controversial coming from me, talking about happiness and shit, but
Oh, really?
um well, I mean, it's just my kind of opinion. I'm kind of the opinion of you should just fucking do it. Like, I don't really care. But no, I mean, seriously, if you can do something about you being unhappy, do it. Basically.
Which I
Uh,
think in almost every circumstance you can.
well, I don't completely agree because if you know you're in a situation where you have to go to a shitty job and you have to work because you have to put dinner on the table. Um, and in those circumstances, you can't really do much. But try new
Sure, you
things,
can.
explore.
You can change your mindset about it. It's all a mental thing, no?
Yeah, well, you could just start gambling too, but not everyone does.
Well, that too. I think, yeah, but yeah, no, I think it's like I think it is a mental thing. I mean, yeah, sure, you can be stuck in a bad job, but you can also like, you could decide, you can make the choice to not have a terrible day and like try to like do something, try to make the best of it somehow, have fun in some way. I don't know. Or I
Mm,
mean, or you could just like, yeah, you could. I feel like you can do something about it. You always have a choice.
right.
You always have a choice.
Um, and yeah, this is the last thing I'll say about it. Well, how long have we been on the air for?
57 minutes.
Okay, cool. I'll share this story and then I'll ask you a final question. You can ask me a final question if you want.
Oh, if I want.
But
Okay, okay.
I do want to say this.
Let him cook.
Um, in I know this is yeah, it's some people agree, some people don't. My time in
Controversial.
Japan, no, it's not controversial. Well, maybe. In my time in Japan, I thought I was gonna be a complete fucking loser. And what I say by loser is like go to maid cafes, strip clubs, nightclubs.
Oh, wow.
Well, not drink because I don't drink. I thought I was just gonna be a complete degenerate. Just have fun, let loose, man. Just fucking do whatever you want, bro. This is like the vacation time, bro.
Right.
But I actually had the complete opposite experience.
You were a degenerate.
I was a, is
That a,
that a word? Freddie, fact check that.
Alright, I'm just not gonna type it.
No, but in my time there, I got really close to my relationship with God and with Jesus, and I read the Bible every day, and I
Ooh.
prayed every day, and I've been a lot happier and a lot more fulfilled in my life, and so yeah, dude, going to Japan. Not that Japan really like helped that or anything, but that was kind of the alternative. That was the alternative to being a degenerate, and I didn't. I don't know. I tried it for one day, it just didn't feel right. So I went the opposite way. I went super holy and super um back to my roots. So yeah, that was something that I was happy about in Japan. And
Wow.
God bless. So Zach, I do want to ask you this question though before we go ahead and close out the show.
So dramatic.
If if you
Let him cook.
if you were on a plane ride for
Oh,
10
oh
hours,
god.
it's not going to be something bad. If you were on a plane ride for 10 hours, who would you sit next to?
Like, are you saying I could sit next to anyone?
Anyone ever. They could be a fake, they could be real, they could be dead, they could be alive. Who would you sit next to?
I mean, I would definitely choose God for sure. Like, I think that's like the only like actual option I would choose. 'Cause I have so many questions.
That is true.
You never really get to like, yeah, you can't really like kind of like talk. It's kind of like talk to him like directly. I mean, usually you don't. Usually,
Yeah.
yeah. I don't know. Yeah, I think that's what I would choose. 10 hours. Yeah, that'll be a good amount of time.
You can find out a lot in 10 hours.
I'm just talking. Yeah, dude. That'd be pretty awesome.
Yeah, I would
What about you? Yeah.
well, I was gonna say Jesus, but now that you already said that, I might pick someone else to just to be different.
I, yeah.
Uh I would pick Napoleon.
The general.
Hmm.
Okay, that's a cool one.
One of the best strategists and generals of all time. I just want to ask him so many questions about him. I wanna know his true height, okay? People say he was really short, but apparently he was only 5'8", which by the time for that time wasn't even short. So I would ask him so many questions. I have so him or Alexander the Great. But that's obviously a very different time period.
What made you, by the way,
Uh,
go to just read the Bible in Japan? Like what prompted that? Like, did you plan? You didn't plan that out beforehand. It sounds like you just like one day you're just like, all right, time to lock in. See what this thing's all about.
um, well, I was already reading it a little bit here, but I guess the main thing that made me turn to it was um sort of just my lack of direction and my I don't know, I just felt like I couldn't trust myself and I didn't have the proper discipline and the proper um there are just some things that I was going through that I really needed help. And you know, I there was one man I wanted to talk to for help and for guidance. And so that made me crack open the Bible and just see what it's about. Um, because I very recently I have very recently become a believer. From the ages of I'm pretty sure 12 to 20, I was an atheist, and I didn't really start reading the Bible until very recently. And it just made me want to build a stronger relationship with God. And so, yeah.
I think this is my sign to read the Bible now. I haven't done it yet. I heard it was pretty good.
Yeah. It's got good reviews on
I
Amazon, I
heard
think.
the reviews were
Maybe
good. Yeah, sounds pretty. Yeah, yeah.
it's there's I think it's what 66 books. Wow, it's one off. It's one off the 6-7. That would have been awesome. But yeah, to answer your question, yeah, that's I would say just a lack of direction and discipline and courage in myself, and now I have all those things that I was missing. So I feel a lot more fulfilled. I feel a lot more happy, and I'm gonna keep reading the Bible. I'm
I
getting through
mean,
the Old Testament right now. Uh,
I mean, yeah. It sounds like you got a pretty sweet deal. You read a book and you gained all these. Well, I guess it wasn't just any book. Um, that's
yeah.
so
Well,
awesome.
shout out to my friends at the church. They're going to be watching this. I don't want to name drop or anything, but they've really been helping me. They're really awesome, really nice. So I really appreciate you guys for helping me out on my journey. God damn. Yeah. Okay. Um, but I think that's a good I think that's a great way to close out the podcast. I think we're running a little too over an hour now, probably. Freddie, how long have we been live for?
About, if it could show me, an hour and 5 minutes.
Okay. Yeah, we can go ahead. Are you guys cool with closing out there?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
Yeah, I think we had some good conversation. Yeah, absolutely.
All right, Zach, you want to do the outro? And I'll just stand here and look cool. I'll just aura farm.
Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, this was Two Idiots, Two Countries, the podcast, live right now on Twitch. Although if you're watching afterwards, that means you missed it. But that's gonna be all for today's episode, guys. I hope you guys gain something, some new knowledge, learn something. Maybe it helped you if you weren't you need some help in your life. Hopefully you got something out of it. But if not, we appreciate you being here anyways. And yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. We'll see
Take
you
care.
in the next episode.